the dentist. You remember
Yeah.
him?
You're all away.
He was the one that was always in a fight somebody.
Yeah.
When he played football.
Yes.
Yeah. And then we had one clown from Lytton Springs. He was an orphan. And they had garbage cans, you know, at the outside of the doors for the waste baskets to be emptied in.
Mm-hmm.
And he'd come into the room and pulled himself up in the garbage can. He just did
For
it,
fun.
you know. And we couldn't stop laughing for 15 minutes.
But you never had the kids that were disruptive in the class.
No, we didn't.
Mm.
And if you did, the teachers took care of them.
They did.
Boy, I'll
They
tell you,
did.
when
The
I was in
principal.
school, and I went to school where a lot of black kids went, and you'd have little teachers would take them out in the hallway. You know?
Yeah.
And
Well, okay,
nowadays
I
they
want to
would
put this
be.
one on. Go ahead.
They'd be
Well,
on suspension,
yeah,
right?
Yeah.
For 2 weeks or
Yeah.
whatever.
Just like in Sacramento, they did statistics on the percentage of kids graduate from high school. I think when I went to high school, we had over 200 kids, and I think everyone graduated.
Same here. We only had 100.
And even the kids that were in class with that were so-called dumb, everyone knew how to read and write.
That's right.
Mm.
Well, your teachers were tough. Now, I'll have to tell you a story about your mother. It's a wonder you were such good students in school. She played basketball at Ukiah High. Do you know what her name was in the team?
Sparky.
Sparky.
I remember.
And when we went back to the class reunions, the team that she played with had all matured and had children and whatnot.
Yeah.
And she was still Sparky.
Still Sparky.
And they all said the same thing. She'll never change.
No, she never did.
And all the boys used to gather around her. She's the girl with the long blonde hair. And so they remembered her, I guess, when she was queen of the rodeo. But Bud Christensen, who was the coach at Ukiah High, moved up here and became principal of the school here. Yeah. So Bud and his wife used to visit with us, and every time they were here or we talked to them, he always got into an argument with Grace. And the argument was about a track meet, and they'd set up the track with all of these high hurdles, and someone knocked all the hurdles down, put them to one side. So he always blamed Grace. He says, I know who did that. And they'd have a running argument. She said, no, I didn't do that. And he said, well, it had to be you. You were Sparky. You're